It again. Greetings, welcome to Cooking While Drunk. I'm your drunk Tony. Tonight we're sipping on a Rosemont Estate diamond labeled. This is a 2018 Shiraz. It's actually pretty good. The bottle's almost empty, so we definitely enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it a little more than Elizabeth. She thought it was a little too tart or acidic. I can't remember what she said. Tonight we're going to be doing shrimp scampi. So I have a preheated pan already. I'm going to heat it for a second more. And we're going to saute some onions and garlic in butter. Let the butter melt. Once the butter melts, it'll start to turn a little brown. Once the foam subsides, you can drop in the onions. I do the onion first because I really don't like taking a chance of burning garlic. So we already have a pot of trumpet pasta already. You know, this is one a pasta we don't use too often, so we had it and I'm like, hey, let's give this a shot. So once most of the foaming subsides, you can just go ahead. That was about a tablespoon and a half of butter. Drop in the onion. Give it a little toss. We're going to season it with a little bit of salt, a couple grinds of black pepper, and where is my favorite wooden spoon? There it is. So we're just going to soften the onions a little bit. So what the shrimp I have today are, I believe they're 1620. Which means these are fairly large. I love these because they're a little larger, have a little more of a sweet flavor. They 16-20 size. That means there's 16 to 20 per shrimp. 16 to 20 shrimp per pound. This is a 2-pound bag that Lucky's had on sale. So they are deveined with shell on. So I took the shell off, which will make cooking a little easier. So now that's nice and soft. Dump in the garlic. Give that a stir. Now because butter does have a low smoke point, I'm going to add a little bit of regular oil, about a tablespoon or so. While that's going to saute, we're going to finish prepping the shrimp. Like I said, I already took the skins off. I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of salt, some fresh ground black pepper. I need to get an auto grinder. A lot of times they're noisy, and I don't know why they have headlights on them. Like you push a button, and
where you're putting the salt.
I have a I have a light here.
It could be for table service.
I know. Just a little toss. And a small little pinch of chili flakes. Just enough. It gives it a little bit of something, but not enough to like burn your mouth. And I'm just going to lay these in. Like usual, sorry, I should move this on. Is that better? Here we go. Just kind of lay them around. At this point, I turn the heat down a little bit because I don't want the onions to overcook. And that's going to be it for the first batch. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I got about 28 in here, so maybe they're 12 to 14, I can't remember. So let these simmer for a little bit. Alright. We got a new camera set up, so we're still experimenting, arguing. But that's us. We always argue before we have a sip. By the way, Hope you guys are still coping with the shelter in place. As you know, some cities are relaxing their orders. Some stores are going to be doing curbside delivery. I've already done an order with Best Buy a couple weeks ago. Got a new lens for my camera, and they were already doing curbside delivery. So pretty much any of the stores that had buy online, pick up in store already had curbside delivery in place. So we don't know who's going to be doing what next. Macy's has not announced if they're going to do curbside delivery, and they already have what's called BOPS, buy online, pick up in store. And they have signs outside the store as well. So these aren't quite done, a little longer. Just going to nestle them in. This garlic smells so good. So I used 2 cloves of garlic, but when I use 2 cloves, I use 2 ginormous, bigger than my thumb cloves, which I thought I had a couple more, but I used them. I didn't grate them, I just did a quick fine chop of it. Oops. I don't know why I picked up the knife. And these are ready to give a little turn. And at any time, if it looks like the pan's starting to dry out, you can add a little more oil. That's okay to do that. Oh man, look at how good they look. And don't forget, shrimp scampi is a butter-heavy dish. So if you don't like butter, well, you better not use it. What?
Sorry, I ruined your joke.
You better not use it? Otherwise, what were you going to say?
I said you better leave.
Oh.
I'm closer to the mic, so they only heard me.
That's okay. Next step is get a boom mic, or a mic for it.
Yeah.
All right, so for you guys on Facebook Live, we're going to start hosting these videos. We're going to start uploading them to YouTube. So look out for the YouTube channel, Cooking While Drunk. That's a project I'm going to work on over the next couple of days. Since we're still shelter in place, it's the perfect time to go ahead and do it. All right, so I need to get my bowl out. Get these out real quick. So these still are tail on. I started taking the tail off and I'm like, no, because I like the ability to have a little handle to pick up the shrimp by. Hope you can hear the music in the background. Annika's watching one of her favorite movies, which I'm okay with today because we haven't seen it in God knows how long.
I know. I thought we were going to watch it every single day.
She hasn't watched the D movie yet.
What's the D? Oh. I don't think she cares about Dumbo anymore.
Not anymore.
That was a phase.
She got frozen. When she got the Disney princesses, that was it. So, I'm just going to put all that out. I don't want any of the onions or garlic to burn, so I'm going to do another batch. I always wipe off the lip of my pan, just so it doesn't drip down and burn. Of course, another couple pads of butter. So a pad is a tablespoon. So this is 2 tablespoons, which I'm going to cut in half. Come on. I love butter. Butter, butter, butter.
You better know it.
You should make your own butter body lotion. Ooh, I'd be all over you. Or you can make a whiskey body lotion and we'd never leave the house. Whiskey body cream. Alright. As soon as the foaming subsides, again, we're going to do the next batch of shrimp. And at this point, if they're too crowded, I'm going to be fine with it. I'm not going to do a third batch. I do have my bigger pans, but I feel like for shrimp, they don't quite work so well. So I like using this heavier duty pan. That sounds good. The smell of toasting butter. So when butter browns, it has this nice, like, nutty flavor and aroma to it. Flash myself.
As Annika would say, go easy.
As we taught Annika to go easy. I'm gonna crowd them in. They'll cook. Oh, you smell that butter now?
Oh yeah.
That's fine, whatever. You know, it's not like we're building a bridge where someone can get hurt. Look at those. Shrimp undercooked is fine with me.
No, it's not fine with me.
That's why the first batch is completely done. Alright. Gonna drizzle a little more oil as that butter cooks out. Shake. So you can tell that they're already cooking a little faster than the first one because the pan is already super hot. What I need to do is I'm going to start carrying a towel on me. So I have something to wipe my hands on. Which I used to do. There we go. How's that? Looking good? How's the shrimp look? Look at that. So, you tell these shrimp are looking good, or smelling good. They're turning pink, and they're curling up, which is what shrimp likes to do. They tend to turn into more of a tight curl. Alright, so I'm going to let these cook on this side for a few more seconds. And don't forget, as they come out of the pan, they're going to continue to cook some more. So now we're ready to start creating the pot. We got a little hot in here, and all the water is evaporated, which is fine. All right. I'm going to break those up. So now I'm going to pour the first batch in. And as you see the shrimp on the sides, you can see whether it's cooked or not. These are almost done, like this one here. You can see how where the vein is removed, that you can tell that the shrimp is getting cooked all the way through. Just needs about another 30 seconds or so, 1 minute tops. And like, don't forget, so I don't know if I said it, but as you take food out, as it rests, the temperature continues to rise a little bit. Scoop these out. Alright, so I'm going to try to heat down a little bit lower. I'm going to add another, that's that second tablespoon of butter that I cut. I'm going to give a squeeze of 1 lemon. Let's hope I don't have any cuts on my hands.
Well, you're about to find out.
Yep. Squeeze a little lemon juice. This one was pretty juicy. I got a little bit of lemon pulp. There we go. Wipe my hands. So here's where I would also add a little bit of white wine to deglaze the pan, but I got lemon juice. You kind of don't really need both. The lemon juice does just fine, scraping up the bottom bits. There we go. This is 2 to 3, as much as you want, sliced green onion, and I sliced them on the diagonal because they just make for better presentation. Mostly the white part, a little bit of the green. Stir.
So you don't use all of the green when you do the onion?
Well, the very green part is usually the wilted part. That's really not something that's all that flavorful. Usually I will cut that off and use it for something else, but I don't use it for that part to cook with because it'll just break down more.
Gotcha.
So I'll use that for like a little garnish on top.
That's smart.
Like when we did the ahi tuna steaks.
Yeah.
I used scissors and cut off the very tip pieces just to do. Let's pour that back in, just so they can pick up some of the flavor of the onion and the oil and the lemon. There we go. I kind of wish I had more garlic, but I gotta sit next to you, so.
And you know how I get when I'm just like happy with you.
Yeah, when you're happy with me, you won't leave me alone.
Exactly. So, just be happy you didn't use too much butter.
And that's
I
it.
mean garlic.
Just kind of give it a little stir so you can get some of the oil in. And at this point, if you have fresh parsley, you can chop up some fresh parsley as a topper sprinkle, which I don't tend to because we don't use parsley too often.
No.
But I think I should. Parsley's a little more finicky. Unlike cilantro, parsley you can't use the stems because the parsley stems are more bitter. But I like that part though. So we're ready to dish up. Let's grab a bowl. Some good old heapings. And of course toppings, Parmigiano Reggiano, Romano cheese, any type of good hard cheese like that. And we are done. Even if you want to do some ribbons of basil, this will go really good. You can also slice up some of the cherry tomatoes and just put them in uncooked because they'll warm from the pasta. Really great addition. Once again, this is Cooking While Drunk. I hope you guys have a great Saturday night. I know I will. You guys have a good night. Be safe.
Thanks for watching.
Stay healthy. Thank you for watching.
Mom?